In this video, we're going to show you to install the crank position sensor on your Volvo S60 located on the top of the transmission. As we come in here, the air box is here on the right. Follow it right down and in, and we're going to pull these apart. And right down inside there is the crank position sensor, and there's a 10mm nut holding it in place. So we're going to bring in our 10mm socket and our extension come in through the top, remove that nut, disconnect that connector, and pull that sensor out. Go ahead and put your socket and extension down. It's going to go between the air intake tube and the cylinder head. Let's go ahead and break that free. Now we can spin this. Now I'll tell you right now, this is a tight fit. You don't want to lose that nut, so we're going to use a magnet to help us with this. And then before we jam our tools down inside here, this little thin vacuum hose right here, we can go ahead and pull this out of the little plastic track that's there. And this is going to allow us a little bit more flexibility to go ahead and pull out of the way. So we're going to pull out here and lift up on this hose here. And we're going to try reaching in there. Going to use our hose pliers here to reach down and in. And lift up on that sensor. And with it still attached to the harness, I'm going to go ahead and pull that up and out. And here it is right here. So while it's up and out, we're going to go ahead and disconnect that sensor. There's a little tab on the back here. We're going to press in on that. There it is. There's our sensor. Now when we go to install our crank position sensor, I put a little thin coating of silicone paste on the O-ring seal here. I'm going to use my pliers to go ahead and feed this into position. Just going to feed that down and in. Get the sensor dropped into the hole. Use my pliers to line it up with the stud. It pretty much drops right down into place. I'm going to reach down and then push that sensor down. Let's go ahead and get that nut installed. Now I'm going to go ahead and install the nut. Now what's going to be helpful here is if you have an extendable magnet here, because chances are you may drop this. And if you do, just use the magnet to collect it again and then do over. I can reach this here with my fingertips. I got the nut on the stud and spinning it on. And go ahead and snug that down gently. Now with the sensor bolted down, I'll go ahead and install that harness. Line that up, push it on. Give it a little tug, make sure it's locked in, and it is. Then you want to torque down the nut to 7.3 foot-pounds. There it is. Now if you remove this vacuum hose from this plastic retainer, pop that back in. It seems like our retainer is broken here, but reinstall that rubber hose. Now that you have the new part installed, if you have a check engine light on the dash because of that sensor, be sure to go ahead and use the scan tool, clear that code, and they can go for a road test.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.